Kuya Ray, good morning. Mayong buntag sa tanan o sa tanan tig paminaw.
Mm. By the way, Kuya Attorney Joseph, no, gusto lang nato po na kuhaon ang inyong reaction no, in behalf no, sa PCAP with regards nining memorandum gikan sa opisina no, sa chairperson sa Commission on Higher Education. Kini ni ang gikaingon nga endorsement na alang ngadto sa mga criminology students gikan nining usa ka review center nga daw murag doon na ba'y monopoliya nga mahitabo usay reaksyon ani sir sa inyong grupo.
So Kuya Ray, once again, good morning. And sa tanan nga mga listener sa Bombo Radio Butuan, good morning. So by the way, the view of the pickup is that ang reaction sa pickup is that CHED is a regulator of a higher education. But on July 16, 2026, the Commission on Higher Education issued a memorandum from the Office of the Chairperson endorsing the second ARC or Amnesty Review Center National Quiz B for Criminology student. Now, gusto lang namo i-emphasize, Kuya Ray, that CHED is a regulator of a higher education. CHED is not an ordinary private organization recommending or endorsing such kind of national quiz bee competition. And that the memorandum issued by the Commission on Higher Education addressed to the President and heads of the public and private higher education institution creates a potential regulatory commercial nexus in which ang buot pasabot ana that CHED committed Ultra-Virus Act. Unsa may pasabotan ng Ultra-Virus Act, it acts beyond the CHED's statutory mandate. Kaya unsa naman day ang trabaho sa CHED? The CHED's mandate is about setting standards, policy, and quality assurance. Wala sa mandato sa CHED nga mo market og usa ka privately owned criminology review center. So, if you endorse a named private review center in its proprietary event, it is arguably outside of the regulatory and policy-making character of the Commission on the Higher Education, and it is not among the powers and function granted to CHED. So take note that we make it a point that CHED is the Commission on the Higher Education. They are the regulatory body. Sila ang regulate sa tanan eskwelahan, sa mga college, sa tanan higher education institution. It may be for public or it may be for private. So kung sila ang regulate sa tanan higher education institution, and the moment they release a memorandum, it creates a regulatory influence. Na ma-influence nila tanan eskwelahan, and the moment that they have that kind of regulatory influence, it will create an intrinsic coercive force na medyo mapugos po ang mga presidente o encourage sa ilang mga student nga dadto ta mo appeal ta mo participate ta, and that is also in conjunction nga mura og ma-advertise po ang usa ka review center because they are the one holding or organizing such kind of event. Okay? So mo nay mura og mabuhat ng effect kung ma-endorse na sa CHED. Now, another issue, Kuya Ray, is that we stated earlier nga wala na sa function sa CHED. Wala na sa power sa CHED nga gibutang sa balaod sa mandato sa CHED nga mag-market. So if it is outside of the function of the CHED, then of course it would create a violation under Republic Act number 6713, the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Employees. It is a misapplication of public resource and official time to advance a private commercial interest. So of course, it is actionable under administrative provision under Civil Service Commission rules and regulations standard which is a commitment to public interest. In fact, naa nagibutang under Republic Act 6713 Section 4, which states that the norms of conduct of a public officials and employees, public officials are required to uphold public interest over personal or private interests and observe fairness and justness in all official dealings. Ang mandato sa balaod sa mga government employees is that they must uphold public interest. Ang nahitabo dari they uphold the private interest in that particular review center. So that is why it is violative under the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standard as provided under Republic Act 6713. And another issue, Kuya, and another law that supports our argument is the law on graft and corrupt practices, which is provided under Republic Act 1319. Naagibutang dato Section 3 of Republic Act 1319. What are the corrupt practices of a public officer? Section 3, paragraph E, naagibutang dari giistorya nga causing any undue injury to any party, including the government, or giving any private party any unwarranted benefits, advantage, or preference in the discharge of his official, administrative, or judicial function through manifest partiality, evident bad faith, or gross inexcusable negligence. This provision shall apply to all officers and employees of offices or government corporation with a grant of license or permits or other concessions. So ang buot pasabot ani Kuya Ray is that it is a corrupt practice of a public officer kung maghatag siya og advantage or preference sa usa ka private party in the discharge of its official and administrative function. So kani, it is an official administrative function because it is a memorandum issued by CHED. Now, in this particular memorandum, it favors the private party through its recommendation or endorsement. So if they endorse or give an advantage to such private party, then of course it only means or presumes that it is a corrupt practice as prohibited under Republic Act 3019.
I see.
So murag mo na siya ang murag makita nga mga violation pud Kuya. And we have also have so many supports in our argument, wherein under Philippine Competition Act of Republic Act 10667, what are the powers and functions of the Philippine Competition? Naagibutang dari under Section 12, paragraph R. Gibutang dari that the Commission must advocate pro-competitive policies of the government. So ang Philippine Competition nag-advocate na sila pro-competitive policies. Munang nabuhat ang National Competition Policy of the Philippines, which is dated July 30, 2020. Naagibutan dari under Joint Memorandum Circular number 01-2020. It contains the National Competition Policy of the Philippines, developed by the National Economic and Development Authority and the Philippine Competition Commission, which seeks to enforce the implementation of the Philippine competition by directing national government NGAs or NGOs, government-owned or controlled corporation, and the local government to adopt and implement pro-competition policies. The National Competition Policy is envisioned to prevent market distortion and ensure an even playing field among businesses. So unsa may buot pasabot aning advocate from Philippine Competition and also the circular mandating the National Competition Policy. Ang buot pasabot ani is that they must encourage or they must observe the pro-competitive policies. They must not favor any competing party. They must not give any undue advantage to a competing party by way of singling out their commercial transaction. Ang nahitabo ani karon is that they created a market distortion nga nabuhat nga job pandi sa uban review center nga nag-exist na kaniadto. So that is why it is really a violation for the CHED, or there is really an administrative violation of the CHED nga ila kaning gibuhat nga endorsement. Tungod kay there are several laws, or there are number of laws that prohibits their activity, and also ang mahitabuan na there is an effect of the party that creates a barriers to their entry nga maka market pud sa ilahang kaugalingon pud nga mga review center. So maybe that would be our position na kuya.
In line nining maong memorandum, no, Attorney Joe, nga gipagawas sa atong CHED chairperson, unsay mga laka nga gihimo on the part sa atong pick-up aron ang maong mga concern ninyo kalabot ani niya masayran pod, no, ngadto mismo sa hingtungdan nga CHED chairperson.
For information, Kuya, we already write our position letter to Honorable Shirley C. Agrupis, who is the chairperson on the Commission on Higher Education. In fact, amo ning gihatod nga letter last July 24, 2026. And we are still waiting for their resolution up to this particular issue. We also furnish a copy to the Executive Director for CHED Central Office, the Director for on the Office of Programs and the Standards Development, the Director for of the Office of the Student Development and Services, the Chief CHED Legal Service, all CHED Regional Office, even the Office of the Ombudsman and the Office of the President. Mao na nga mga lakang ang amuang gibuhat kay para maparis or mapaabot namo ang amuang concern and issue particularly to the endorsement of the CHED to a privately owned review center.
So until now, Attorney, wala pa gyapon response ni usang inyo na-receive gikan animang mga opisina?
As of now, Kuya, in my own knowledge, wala pa minahitabo, wala pa nabuhat nga na-receive na mo nga reaction or response or resolution up to concerning our position letter. So maybe it will take a while siguro basin karon nga bulan or within the week basin makadawat na mi sa amo ang resolution ana pertaining to the issue that we raised to the concerned offices regarding the endorsement made by the Commission on Higher Education.
Sa inyong assessment, no, unsa po epekto nga ikahatag ani labi na ngadto sa mga criminology student, no, nga naana sa ikatulo o ikaupat ka tuig sa ilang pagtuon kan sa aton haptan murag mao'y subject, no, sa mga memorandum nga gina-encourage sila nga mag-attend, no, nining sa ERC.
In our point of view, Kuya, is that it will really take a good effect on that particular QSB. But they are not the proper authority to conduct such because they are a privately owned review center. Walay problema na nga mag-conduct sila QSB as long as it is in their private capacity. But in such matter nga naggamit sila gobyerno or nagamit sila o government office or government agency to market or advertise their activity which should be personal and privately private matter, and of course dara magsugod ang violation the moment that you use public office in order to promote and advertise your interest. So in that particular sense, public office is a public trust. Public office is for public interest. And again, public office is for the public interest and not for private interest. Although, gibutang na siya nga mura siya o maka-benefit sa tanan estudyante, but we cannot deny the fact na ang implication ana is that they will govern their private interests.
So masabot ba nato, Attorney Joe, nga kini nga pamagi estratehiya nga gihimo sa mong review center gigamit ang CHED aron nga murag mamonopolize nila ang ang participation sa mga criminology student?
I cannot, in our point of view, Kuya, we cannot conclude facts man. But in our stand, it creates a market distortion. Nga mura og mawala sa view sa mga estudyante or even in the schools which are higher education institution, it may be public or private, nga murag ang nag-exist lang nga review center ang amisay lang. So it will create that kind of point of view nga maura man ni ang gi-endorse sa CHED. So basin maura po ni ang accredited nga review center. So it will create that kind of effect that it will distort the market. So in short, mura og mahitabo gyapon nga naay monopolization on the mind of the students lang, but not in the monopoly that is legal in matter.
Kay kung atong sabton murag mo gawas nga gamiton sa maong review center nga recognize sila alone no sa kinini ang CHED mao na nga posibleng makainganyo ngadtos mga tinun-an unya katong uban nga mga review center medyo mabuta nga piki baka sila kaya wala sila yar mga recognition nga mapakita susama nining gihimo no gipagawas nga memorandum sa CHED chairperson.
Yes, Kuya. That would be the typical effect nga mura og sila ang legitimate, sila ang accredited, and it will create a distortion in the market considering nga daghan na nag-exist nga mga long-standing review centers.
Ang tanan ba, Attorney Joseph Sarino, sir, nga mga opisyal, no, presidente sa PCAP nationwide, hiniusa ang inyong kananaang lakang with regards nining maong memorandum?
Yes po, Kuya, because this letter or this position letter is actually brought out by the PCAP or brought out by the Professional Criminologists Association. This is not brought only by one person alone. This is brought by the association. So pag mayroon tag association, it is a group of person. So if it is the action of the association, so it is also the action of all members of the association. So that is why it is not only the action of one person, but the action of all members of the PCAP.
Sa inyong monitoring attorney, no? Unsa ka ginaghanon karon ang mga estudyante sa kursong criminal justice system?
Actually, Kuya, medyo wala pa kayo ko'y sufficient data to have that kind of number. But of course, the number of the enrolled criminologists nowadays is still in a satisfying number. Nga taas gyapon ang iyang enrollment rate. Although there are particular issues, but we cannot deny the fact na medyo in demand yapon ang criminology nga program. Because we know for a fact na daghan nga mga estudyante gusto mo sulod sa law enforcement service. So that is why if they want to enroll in the law enforcement service, criminology program is the most appropriate program that would accommodate their need into becoming a law enforcement officer someday.
So mahitabo ani Kuya Attorney kung matuman kining maong memorandum o sundon no sa tanang mga eskwelahan nationwide. So mukita gyud ani og dako no, ang maong review center kay mahogman nga sila ra ang kintagi tugutan o gi-recognize sa Commission on Higher Education.
That is the residual effect, Kuya. That is the inevitable effect. Although we do not argue about the profit, but that is residually the inevitable effect. Dili na mapugnan nga effect, di ba? So again, the CHED is a public office. They should only promote and advertise what is for the good of the public. But in that particular sense, kana ato nang nakita nga unsay effect ana, it would promote or it would incline into their private interest in terms of their profit, advertisement, and even in their private capacity to serve or provide services in a criminology review center program.
I see. So ato raning panubayan dogan no kung sa poy pagpasabot ani niya sa Chad human sa inyong gipaabot nga liter ngadto mismo sa ilang nasunod nga buhatan, Kuya Attorney Joseph Serino, sir.
Sige kuya, salamat kay kuya.
Salamat
for your,
attorney no sa
interview and
paghatag
time.
nimo og time nga amo ka makauban karong buntaga o nya siyo no sa sunod na po nato ga pagpanubay nining maong hisgutanan na Attorney Serino, sir.
Sige kuya, no problem. Thank you so much for your time and also availability to invite us. Thank you.
Si